breaking news here on Texans Today. The Texans have signed edge rusher Danielle Hunter, formerly of the Minnesota Vikings. He's signing a 2-year, $49 million deal, $48 million guaranteed. A huge move by Nick Caserio and DeMeco Ryans after a mostly quiet day one of NFL free agency for the Houston Texans. Now, I want to know right now down in the comments section, how would you grade the signing of Danielle Hunter? Give me an A, B, C, D, or F in the comments section. Let me know. How would you grade this deal? If it's amazing, obviously give it an A. If it's not so much, give it a B, C, D, or F. I'll give you my answer in just a moment. Now, we look at Danielle Hunter's 2023 campaign. He played 17 games, 83 tackles, 23 tackles for loss, 16 and a half sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 22 quarterback hits. At one point, Danielle Hunter was in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. And honestly, he should have been one of the top guys in the voting for Defensive Player of the Year because at his age, he is still getting it done. That's why I'm going to give this signing by DeMeco Ryans and Nick Caserio of Danielle Hunter, I'm going to give this an A. You got to give it an A. They needed D-line help. They needed another edge rusher to go alongside Will Anderson, and that's exactly what you get in Danielle Hunter. I mean, Jonathan Grenard, obviously, he's going to the Vikings, so basically a swap of edge rushers, but Hunter is the more proven guy. I know Jonathan Grenard, younger, has more promise, but for a team that's in win-now mode, Hunter is exactly what this team needs. They need another elite pass rusher to get after those guys like Trevor Lawrence, like Anthony Richardson, both guys that you'll play 2 times a year. Danielle Hunter can not only help with the pass rush, but also in the run game. Danielle Hunter is a all-around player. Adding Hunter to this Texans defense is a big get for DeMeco Ryans, which he really coached that defense up last year, overperformed. So now that they have a superstar in Danielle Hunter, I can't wait to see what this team can do in 2024. Now, if you haven't already, go down and hit that sub button. Breaking news as soon as it happens. We went live here on Texans Today, one of the smaller channels here at Chat Sports, but we said, hey, this is a big move for the Houston Texans. I wanted to celebrate. I wanted to go live with all my buddies here online who love the Houston Texans as well. So if you want daily Texans news and rumors content for free, go down and hit that sub button. My promise to you, if you don't like it in a week, no problem. Just unsubscribe. No sweat off your back. It's completely 100% free. But let me prove to you why we are the #1 Texans channel on YouTube today. Now, I mentioned him earlier, Will Anderson Jr. coming off a really good year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, 7 sacks, 45 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, played extremely well for the Houston Texans. And now you pair him up, an ascending Will Anderson with Danielle Hunter on the outside. Scary. Absolutely scary. What a signing by the Houston Texans. And let's go over all the signings that the Texans have made during the free agency period so far. Dalton Schultz, the first guy to get re-signed by the Houston Texans, 3-year, $36 million, bringing back C.J. Stroud's safety blanket. We re-signed kicker Kaimi Fairbairn. Eric Murray signed a 1-year deal. So did Foley Fatukasi, a really good run-stuffing defensive tackle. Then day one of NFL free agency, they started off with Lonnie Johnson, Jeff Okudah, Danico Autry, Mike Ford. More of a low-key day one, mostly because they were really going after Saquon Barkley, offered him a 3-year, $33 million deal per reports, but he ended up signing with Philadelphia for more. So I think that kind of stunted what they were going to do in day one. But they ended day one with a bang, signing Azeez Al-Shire, linebacker, formerly of the Tennessee Titans, to a 3-year, $34 million deal. They also re-signed Noah Brown 1 year, up to $5 million. They replaced Cameron Johnston with Tommy Townsend. Cameron Johnston on his way to Pittsburgh. They also signed Delshawn Phillips, linebacker. That happened this morning, right before the news of the Texans trading for Joe Mixon. Obviously, two of the biggest moves the Texans made all of free agency, trading a conditional 7th-round pick, a really good trade for Joe Mixon, and then also just a few minutes ago signing Danielle Hunter to a 2-year, $49 million deal. So now that begs the question, who should the Texans sign next? I mean, they spent some money on Hunter, but they had top 10 cap space. They still have some money to make some moves. Who should they go after next? Well, I have an idea of somebody who's been rumored to be interested in joining the Houston Texans. why not continue to add to this defensive line and add Arik Armstead? 27 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 5 sacks. Has had some troubles the past couple of years staying healthy, but in 2021, 2020, he had great campaigns. DeMeco Ryans has nothing but glowing remarks for Arik Armstead. I would love to bring him to Houston and really form a scary defensive line. So I want to ask you folks at home, who do you want the Texans to sign next? Give me a name down in the comment section. Do you want Arik Armstead? Do you want somebody else? I see in the chat right now, Nico Laz is saying Justin Simmons. I see a couple people saying yes to Armstead. Let me know who you want the Texans to sign next in NFL free agency. I have a couple more names for you on tap. Next up, it would be Xaven Howard, cornerback. I really like the idea of adding him, somebody who has experience, a really good cornerback. You don't need to worry about him being the CB1. You have Derek Stingley for that, but he brings some veteran presence into this cornerback room that I really think the Texans could use. And then another player, I like Jordan Whitehead. I know a lot of people are saying Justin Simmons, but I think Jordan Whitehead can also play that role of like a center field safety where he kind of is in the back end of the defense while Jalen Petrie, Jimmy Ward are more in the box playing against tight ends, playing against running backs. I think Jordan Whitehead can be that guy who reads the quarterback's eyes and really gets some interceptions, get some pass breakups on the back end. But the reason why you all clicked into this video, the reason why we're all pumped here for the Houston Texans is the signing of Danielle Hunter. Once again, signing a 2-year, $49 million deal, $48 million guaranteed. You look at the stats, they speak for themselves. Danielle Hunter is an absolute stud, and the Houston Texans really got a great guy in Danielle Hunter to add to this defense. This is why you hit that sub button, because we are bringing you daily Texans news and rumors videos throughout the rest of free agency, into the 2024 NFL draft. Whatever's going on around the Houston Texans, we got you covered right here. That's why we are the #1 Texans channel on YouTube. I take great pride in that. I've been growing this channel the past year. A kid from Houston, a kid from South Houston who's trying to rep for his hometown, his home city. Go down and hit that sub button or go to youtube.com/TexansTV and really get in the comment section right now. Let me know how you feel about the signing. Do you think it's a good signing? Do you think it's bad? What do you think the Texans should do next? I'm really interested in what you folks have to say. That's why it's called Chat Sports, not Jeremy Sports, because we want to hear from you folks at home. So go down in the comment section, like today's video, and let's celebrate, because the Texans have signed Danielle Hunter.